I'm trying to figure out why. Because we having sex, right? Or y'all claiming to be the 40-year-old version. And if you ain't did it, or you saying you're not gonna do it. So I remember when I was younger, people were like, oh, he got crabs. I personally thought they really meant like the crabs outside. They trying to figure me out. You're gonna have to keep watching for that. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Statements by Rainbow. So in this video, we're gonna be talking about STDs. Yes, I said STDs, sexually transmitted diseases. I figured most people don't be talking about it. And I'm trying to figure out why, because we having sex, right? Or y'all claiming to be the 40-year-old version. And if you ain't did it, or you saying you're not gonna do it. So let's get right on into it. This is a little informative video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and of course share. Alright. So I had to go get my glasses because I can't see. And I got my notes and everything. And I had to get my robe on because it's a little chilly. As you see, I'm in the bathroom. So for you younger ones, never heard of it? STD is a sexually transmitted disease, which is an infection transmitted through sexual contact caused by bacteria, viruses, or parasites. According to America's Social Health Association, 1 out of 4 teens in the USA will become infected each year. Half of sexually active young adults will get a STD. All right. Chances of catching a STD is caused by having unprotected sex, correctly using condoms or not using condoms at all, multiple partners, misuse of drugs and alcohol, and injecting drugs. So, you got your common STDs. The number one thing people always talk about is AIDS, which is an acquired immune deficiency syndrome. Also, another known one is BV, or bacterial vaginosis. I found a couple of other ones that were like some places, so I have never heard of this one. I'm gonna just drop it on up here for you because I don't even want to missay it. Okay. Then also another one is called chlamydia. Then you have genital herpes, gonorrhea, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C. You have the herpes simplex virus, and then you have the human immune deficiency virus, which is known as HIV, which is related to the AIDS. Also, you have human papillon a virus. I'm going to stick that on right on up here as well because I can't say it. I can't say it, but you're going to see it right there, okay? Then, which is also known as HPV. I'm sure most of you have heard of that. And if you're not, I don't know how you don't hear it because they be having these commercials making sure you get the vaccine. Anyway, you also have genital warts. Then you have a limp something. I'm going to put on up here for you. All right. Then you have another one I found. I ain't going to try to say it. So guess where it's going? Bam. Going right there. All right. Also, another one that I cannot say. We can put it right there. All right. Then you got pelvic inflammatory disease. Then you have pubic lice or crabs. And then you have syphilis, trichomonas. A lot of diseases, ain't it? There's a whole lot for nobody to be talking about it like that no more. Like, back in the 70s, 80s, well, 80s rather, 80s. Back in the 80s, it was global. People didn't even want to be near you, different stuff like that. They talked about it, kind of like this pandemic, talking about COVID, dealing with COVID. It was like the conversation. Now, people don't talk about it. And which I don't understand why, because, like I said earlier, y'all having sex. Every time you turn around, somebody, they cheating, or girl, I got this side, or girl, I got this side piece, or, I got a quickie, I got a sugar daddy, or this and that. There's a lot of things going on. Prostitution. There's a lot of babies being made, so y'all having sex, but don't nobody want to talk about it. The numbers are going up, but y'all want to talk about it. So, anyway, I'm going to touch just a little bit on some of them. So, of course, AIDS is like the number one disease. Like, that's usually the one, if talked about, that's talked about because of the severity of it. Now, we have come a long ways that there's medication out here for it and people living with it, for years versus back then, people was dying. And I mean, people still do die, which I think may be a lack of, taking medication, getting the proper help and stuff that they need. But I've seen people, that I've seen personally or online in different places that are living with it, having healthy lives, married, got kids, different stuff like that. And in all honesty, that's like the number one thing people definitely don't want to tell you they got if they have it. Is bacterial vaginosis, which they say douching, which people still do that. Y'all girls still do that, douching, which also having new or multiple partners, which upsets your pH balance down there. Yeah, that bacteria down there, they say, they don't like me, don't like me, don't like. What's this? They say, what's this, mama? What is this? I can't get jiggy with it. All right, next one. Can you say the word? So I'm gonna put the word right there, right there. All right, which it says is painful with ulcers. Occurs mostly in Africa, Asia, and Caribbean places. So I know people watch me from different places, so I figured I'd just put that one out there. I'm in the USA, Virginia to be exact, so just put it out there. All right, another one that's well known, chlamydia, which can be found in men and women. Chlamydia is like a real common STD. The next one we're gonna talk about is genital herpes. So, you hear people, ooh, she got herpes. Ooh. I don't want to do them. Um, you know, now it's a different type because we're talking about genital, but leukocyl, that is a form of herpes. Not saying somebody gave it to you, but a cocyl is a kind of form. So anyway, let me bring it on back. So genital herpes causes pain and itching along with small sores at first, then ulcers and scabs. After the initial infection, it is dormant in your body. You can't get rid of herpes. You can take medication that can help with your outbreak so you won't have as many or so they won't be so bad. But ain't no getting rid of it. It's with you. All right. HPV. Mm. HPV. So, like I said earlier, they be having commercials all the time. Now, when I was little, I ain't heard none of this. Now, once I got grown, they started talking about it, and then now that I have kids, your kids they have the commercials. Make sure you get your kids vaccinated with the HPV shot or vaccination. So, having HPV can be vaginal, oral, sex, or a mother can pass it to her baby, or when in labor, or nursing. So, just FYI. All right. Also, I'm gonna put it right here because I can't say it. I can't say it. All right, y'all see that? So that right there is caused by a strain of chlamydia bacteria, usually acquired by men who have sex with men. Relatively rare, which is in Scotland. Untreated can cause long-term damage to your lymphatic system. Okay, moving on. All right, pelvic inflammatory disease. Now, this is caused by untreated bacteria infections like chlamydia and gonorrhea. May cause permanent scarring of the reproductive organs. Did you hear me? Oh, okay. I'm just checking. I'm just checking. All right. Now, this one in the water. I did. But, I mean, maybe a little smaller, like a cockroach, smaller size. I don't know. But anyway, pubic lice, which is also known as crabs, feed on your blood, and the bites cause severe itching. Treatment can be done. You have to get over-the-counter creams or lotions to kill the parasites in the eggs. And I remember people used to say the people, they cut their hair down there or whatever to get rid of them and stuff as well. So the next one, syphilis. All right, so now this one, y'all, is you listening? I don't know if you're listening. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. This ain't gonna take too long. Syphilis. First stage involves painless sore on the painless sores on the genitals, rectum, or mouth. After the sores heal, the second stage characterized as a rash. Then these symptoms until the final stage, there's none, which can be for years. Later, which can result in brain, nerves, eyes, or heart. That's a lot of stuff to be messing up. I remember hearing people, I don't know, I've heard a few people talk about it. More so older folks. So, I don't know. And this is another one I heard. More older people talk about, like 40 and up. Trichomonas is a sexually transmitted infection caused by a parasite. Among the most common causes foul smelling discharge, genital itching, and painful urination in women. Okay, so I named quite a few. It might be some more out there, but those are the ones of the majority. I even gave you some that I can't even pronounce. So I was giving y'all something. Anyway, how to prevent STDs or sexually transmitted diseases. Guess what the number one is? Guess what the number one is? Don't have sex. Abstinence. Refrain yourself from having sex. But there's more people having it than they're not. So, but hold on, when I say refrain from having sex, I mean get good. What I'm saying. When I say no having sex, that means vaginally, orally. Because see, people will be thinking oral ain't sex. Oh, I cheat. I ain't cheat because I just got some head. Vaginally, orally, or anally is sex. Okay. All right. Use condoms. Use condoms and use them correctly. They got male and female condoms out here. Okay. Male and female condoms. They even got dental dams people use. Now you got people that they make up stuff. I ain't telling you to do that. I'm not telling you to do that. But if that's what you need to do that. Make up something. But protect yourself. Okay. Fun fact. That most people use condoms the first time having sex. But you swing back around to them same people and ask them within the last couple of weeks, have they been using protection? Usually the answer is no. Okay? A quarter of them, I'm going to say. Usually when you ask those people, a quarter of them have said no. All right? Also, get your vaccinations. Get vaccinated. Like I was saying about the HPV. It says boys and girls from the ages of 11 to 12, which I know my kids, when they hit that age, it was like, oh, it's time for the HPV shot. Usually right before going to middle school, which is a good thing for children because usually once they hit the middle school stage, that's when they be starting to. So hopefully it'll be all up in their system by the time they decide to do it or you decide to do it. But as young as 9, they say can get it. I don't know how that works, if it's by state or by doctor to choose how old they can be. But they also say if you have not had it by 26, to go get it. So y'all 26 and above, like I said, this stuff won't out. I don't know what year it came out, but it won't out when I was younger. So y'all make sure y'all go get that shot, okay? When using condoms, I'm going back to the condoms thing. Use water-based lubricant if you're gonna use lubricant or lube. Okay, water-based, not oil-based, but water-based. Okay, you don't want it busting wide open and not to let it bring it back. Okay, all right. Avoid sharing towels and undergarments. I got my towel right here. Ain't no sharing for me. Okay. Wash before and after intercourse. So ain't no, I'm gonna get a quickie. I'm gonna stop by her house. I'm gonna give me a little quickie. You just got finished playing basketball, and you going to get a quickie, and then you are gonna dip out. Like, go ahead and wash up, babe. Go ahead, wash it up, and then you can get some. Okay. All right. If you have an issue with alcohol or drugs, get you some help. Because a lot of times being in those predicaments where you're intoxicated, you have poor judgment, and you may do something that you probably wouldn't have did if you were sober. Okay, I'm serious. All right, and also reduce your sex partners. The more people you have sex with, you think how many people they done had sex with, and you can't really track it and all this and that. You don't know what they're doing. So, biblically speaking, you're not supposed to have sex before marriage. So, anyway, here goes some facts. Just a couple of little facts as well. The U.S. has the highest rate of STDs in the industrialized world. Did you hear that? The USA has the highest rate of STDs in the industrial world. Now, if you want to take it even further, go look up your state and compare it to other states. I remember my state was up there high. So, I know my Georgia was high. I haven't checked it in a while, but yeah. Also, with approximately 19 million new infection occurring every year. 19 million. Did you? 19 million. 19 million every year. Okay? Like I was telling you, chlamydia, I told her, and this just, I knew that by offhand. Chlamydia is the most commonly reported disease in the USA. All right. Sexually active youth, ages 15 to 24, has the highest rate of STDs as far as the age group. They have the highest rate because they're young, dumb, and, not doing things properly and stuff like that. So, racial and ethnic majority group experience disproportionately high rates of STDs. Let me say that again. Racial and ethnic minority groups experience disproportionately high rates of STDs. Given, I know I have people of all that look, but I know who the majority is. So, I hope this video helps somebody, whether you're young and haven't had sex and thinking about sex, or you decided you planning on having sex, and you was wondering about STDs, or you're an adult and you just sit and don't really think about it. You just out here living your best life, having your hot girl summers, laid up for this one. I hope this helps. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and of course share.